Chapter 1, The Circle of Five. Senior year. There were 5 of us, a tight little group that had survived everything together since middle school. Among us was my best friend, someone I'd known since I was 12. She'd been my other half growing up. We shared secrets, late-night talks, and the kind of loyalty only childhood can build. But that year, something changed. She started dating this guy, her first serious boyfriend. At first, we were happy for her. But it didn't take long for things to turn dark. He was controlling. Possessive. The kind of person who made every room feel smaller when he walked in. She stopped hanging out with us as much, started avoiding plans, and when we did see her, she looked different. Tired. Nervous. We even saw him grab her arm once in the hallway, hard enough to leave marks. She laughed it off. Said we were overreacting. But we weren't. Chapter 2, The Breaking Point. By spring, we barely recognized her anymore. Every time we asked her to hang out, he had an excuse ready before she could even answer. She's busy. She's not feeling well. She's studying. It was like he spoke for her, like he owned her voice. Then one morning, her other best friend came to me in tears. She told me he'd started saying strange things about how people were against him, and how some people needed to be taught a lesson. He had a bag he brought everywhere, one he never let anyone touch. And that's when the fear started to feel real. We didn't know what he was capable of, but we knew we couldn't just stand by anymore. Chapter 3, The Office. We were shaking when we walked into the main office that morning. We didn't have proof, just instinctive fear, and a growing sense that something bad was coming. We told them. We think he brought something dangerous to school. You should check his bag. It was a lie. A desperate one. But it was the only thing we could think of to protect her. Minutes later, we saw him being pulled out of class. The principal. The officer. The counselor. We waited, terrified we'd just ruined someone's life. Then they opened the bag. Inside was an ounce of meth and a gun. Loaded. The silence that followed felt endless. Chapter 4, The Fallout. He was expelled immediately. Her world came crashing down. She cried for weeks, said we'd betrayed her, said we'd ruined her life. And maybe we had, for a while. But what we never told her was how scared we'd been. How every time we saw her flinch when he texted, we'd feel that pit of dread in our stomachs. It took her months to understand we hadn't done it to hurt her. We'd done it because we were terrified of what. Chapter 5, 5 years later. Life moved on. College. Jobs. Distance. Then one morning, I woke up to a text in our old group chat, a news article. His name. His mugshot. Arrested for armed robbery. That's when it all hit me again, how close she might have been to real danger, how one lie told out of fear might have saved her life. We'll never know what he planned that day in school. Maybe nothing. Maybe something unthinkable. But every time I look back, I remind myself, sometimes doing the right thing looks like betrayal in the moment. Sometimes, the lie that breaks someone's heart is the one that saves it.